everyone, Michael from Toy Habits here, and I am here to show you my experience at PowerCon. So buckle up and take a little joyride with me.
Be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you can be alerted to the latest reviews, news, and episodes when they drop. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. Michael here, and today I wanted to share my experience attending my first ever PowerCon. If you couldn't make the con in person, hopefully this will give you a feel for what the con was like, so I'll be taking you on a tour of my experiences, waiting in line, just kidding, the amazing cosplayers, what it was like to roam the toy room, see the new figure reveals up close and personal, and if you stick around until the end, Pixel Dan was nice enough to share his hot takes with us on the new Masters of the Universe Origins and Revelation figure reveals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the con from my perspective. Now, I've attended various cons in the past, and seeing all of the cosplayers is one of my favorite parts of attending these cons in person, and this year's PowerCon was no exception. So let's first take a look at some of the amazing characters at PowerCon. Kicking it off is Man-at-Arms, Hero, my personal favorites, the Star Sisters, Tallstar, Jewelstar, and Starla. Another awesome pair was the Sorceress and Glimmer from the She-Ra Netflix series reboot, Fisto and Catra, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, She-Ra, Princess of Power, and the evil Hordak. A father and son duo of Ninjor and Merman, who were very nice people who I ran into getting dinner outside the con, Stinkor, Scareglow, Ram Man, and saving the best for last, Manny Faces. And what was amazing, what this cosplayer did was he built in a rotating face so he could switch to his human face, robot face, and his monster face. I also ran into a couple viewers of the Toy Habits channel, including Josh, who came up to me and introduced himself and his kids, and a man who goes by the name of the Nostalgia Dude, and we had a great time chatting about the new figure reveals in the Mattel booth. Now, for me, it's all about the community, and it was amazing to meet these people in person. Another highlight for me was seeing Tiffany Smith and Griffin Newman talk about their experience as voice actors getting cast for the Masters of the Universe Revelation Netflix series and how they translated their voices to both Andra and Orko. Oh, and did I mention that I met Tiffany Smith? She's very approachable and a joy to speak with. She was located right outside the main toy room, so let's take you on a visual tour of what I'm calling Toy Alley, so you can get a feel for the rest of the con.
So here's the main entrance to Toy Alley, and you can already see that there are a lot of vintage goodies that you can find here, and we're just going to stroll along and check these out. There's a lot of vendors here, and with some really cool stuff to show, some original art and original playsets and things like that. And just really cool stuff. Some vintage things that you might not find anywhere.
Yeah, so he's like, I want to go
here.
before everything goes before it starts.
Some more cool original art and a lot more vintage figures. And we are just making our way past the main entrance of Toy Alley, but let's continue on to some more vendors here. That's awesome. Very cool art, very cool things, very cool props, very cool cosplay. And we have our autograph table, and there's Mr. Alan Oppenheimer putting on his mask like a very good citizen. And we will see what we have in the actual Toy Alley showroom next. And here is the main entrance to Toy Alley, and as you can see, there are many vendors here, and they have a lot of vintage goodies for you to feast your eyes on. So I'm going to hopefully show you a lot of things here that you wouldn't normally see. There's William Stout, and very cool booth, very cool artist, and it's really awesome that he's here. And we're just taking a stroll down the main floor here, and we're going to get into some of the very cool toy displays that we have here soon. And it's starting with BobbleCon Toys and Collectibles. And as you can see, they have a lot of new and vintage toys here. Very cool eye candy. And it's really awesome that you just get to see all of these things that you wouldn't normally see. It's kind of like stepping back in time in a time machine, and I really wish that we could do that so we could collect all of these figures again, but not pay the exorbitant prices. And here we are at War Machine's custom action figure booth, and my affinity is actually towards customizers. I have huge respect for them, and this is just a little showcase of what War Machine has, and all of this stuff is super cool, and I'm really excited to dig into the booth here. We have some TMNT stuff, some vintage Motu goodies here with Jitsu Rowdy Battle Pack, and some other Masters of the Universe things that you don't find in stores anymore. I'm also partial to G.I. Joe, so I'm actually really loving this section. And yeah, War Machine has a fantastic booth. And here we're in the Nostalgia Kid booth, and it is definitely nostalgia, and I love the tagline Nostalgia Kills. And you can see that there's some really cool vintage Motu figures here. We have some wrestling figures that I haven't seen in about 30 or 40 years. Also some Eternia minis, some Motu 2008 stuff, and some Masters of the Universe Classics things. So very cool booth, and really awesome display here. And here we are at Eternia Dreams, and this is amazing because I've actually never seen an Eternia playset in person before, so this is actually really cool for me to see right here. And as you can see, this is in phenomenal shape, and you have Stinkor holding a really mini box that is actually very cute. And they have so many vintage figures in here to feast your eyes on. Eternia Dreams.
All right, how are you?
This is actually one of the coolest booths that I've seen so far. And of course, I had to stroll by the Mattel booth one more time to check out all of the cool stuff that is coming out. We have the new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Netflix series, and we have some very cool figures that are on display here. We also have the Masters of the Universe Origins line, but I just wanted to show you just some of the cool displays that you'll find here. And I think I did not know what this thing was that was holding Popple, but I think it's that tentacle from Castle Grayskull rearing its ugly head. We have Terraclaw Skeletor and Flying Fist He-Man. We also have Comic Stratos as well as Anti-Eternia He-Man. Here is Jitsu, which is very cool. And we have Buzz-Off and Mini Comics Trapjaw facing off on the stairs, probably leading up to Castle Grayskull. And we have the Sorceress looking on for everyone to see. And here we have the Mega Constructs section and the Mega Constructs Havoc staff, which is absolutely amazing. And we also have some other cool things that are coming out, like the Land Shark, a variant of the Battle Armor Skeletor, which is the variant with the damage on his chest. We have the Filmation style Roboto, Slime Pit He-Man, or Zombie He-Man in the Slime Pit, and the Horde Strikes with the Monstroid She-Ra, the comic book Prince Adam, and of course Hordak. And here we have Sunman, and this is a very awesome sculpt and a very awesome backstory for this figure. And if you haven't checked out the panel for this PowerCon, go check it out because you will hear all the backstory on where this figure came from. It comes with a very cool comic, kind of like the She-Ra did in last year's exclusive. So very cool displays, and some very cool art that you can see here for Sunman. If we move ourselves all the way around, we can see some more cool art and the packaging for Sunman, which is very cool. And finally, we have the Masters of the Universe Masterverse and Revelations figures, and I am very impressed with this line so far. And if you watch the channel, you know that I was really cold on the line to begin with, but they've really, really done a great job with these latest releases. They have Scarecrow, Fisto, the Motherboard, Triclops, we have Stinkor, Motherboard chopped off, we have a very cool figure of Andra coming out, and we also have a cool version of Tila, if I can get the lights to work with me here. And we have another amazing merman figure, and we have a very awesome deluxe King Grayskull, and I'm super excited about that one. And we have our Masterverse figures, which is Viking He-Man and Barbarian Skeletor. And here we have the Mondo booth and all of the awesome folks at Mondo, and we're going to start down at the bottom and work our way up. So we have figure down here, we also have a display of Keldor, Skeletor, another version of Skeletor, another version of Merman. We also have Man-at-Arms, Scarecrow, and another Revelation Skeletor, which is actually very, very cool, and some of the new stuff that is coming out, which is Battle Cat and She-Ra.
Sorry for the overdub, but there was a ton of background noise, but here is the Mondo exclusive Filmation Colors Hordak, which looks amazing, but I'm going to cut back with the original audio, so here we go.
Go support these guys at mondoshop.com. I mean, they make amazing things, and I'm really, really impressed with the detail and the sculpts that they're putting out. Another booth here, the Super7 booth, and I am so impressed with these figures. So go support Super7, buy their stuff. I mean, they really do make amazing figures. So really, really cool. They have a bunch of reaction things and a lot of non-Masters of the Universe things. A lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, so check them out. And here we are at Factory Entertainment, and you can see these limited edition prop replicas, which are absolutely amazing. We have a scaled version of Skeletor's Havoc staff, and we also have He-Man's Power Sword. And very cool stuff. And we also have some other cool things like the Diamond Ray Disappearance. We also have some other scaled prop replicas here and some other really neat collectibles. So check them out, Factory Entertainment. And here we are at Pixel Dan's table, and he has an amazing book for sale, The Toys of He-Man and Masters of the Universe. And I wanted to know your hot takes, Pixel Dan, on the Revelation and Masters of the Universe Origins figures.
So all the new reveals here at the show?
Yeah.
So I'm really into the Origins specifically. I think those are my favorite reveals. I'm so happy to see Flying Fist He-Man and Terraclaw Skeletor with the VAC medal.
Yes.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have cared. Same with Jitsu's hand. It's VAC medal.
That's awesome.
Thumbs up for that. The Sunman thing is very cool. Really into the Sunman thing. I think the Revelation figures, the Masterverse figures, are definitely improving. I wasn't a huge fan of that first wave, mostly He-Man and Skeletor, but I really like what I'm seeing with some of those later figures, and it's interesting to see them including some original concept stuff with that Viking He-Man and that Barbarian Skeletor. So I'm really excited to see what their plans are with including more from the world of Masters into that style.
Awesome. Thank you, Pixel Dan.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't know how to top an interview with Pixel Dan for the last thing that I'm going to do at PowerCon, so thank you for coming along with Toy Habits on the ride of a life, at least for me, for this PowerCon 2021. So hope to see everybody next year at PowerCon 2022. Sub the channel, and thanks for tuning into Toy Habits.